Our Minecraft server is provided by Servercraft, offering reliability, support, and performance. Get your own server from servercraft.co. Want something to listen to while playing Minecraft? Why not try an audiobook from Audible? Listeners of our show will get one free book of your choice when you sign up for a 14-day trial. Go to audibletrial.com/theshaft.
This episode is sponsored by Rodri, who says,
"Don't you hate it when a host mispronounces your name?"
Jonathan Bloom, who says,
Check out MinecraftTNIWWT.net.
Timothy, who once again doesn't say anything, Zed Mastermind, who says,
"Check out the Avmod website. Show your creeper side today."
Mickley, who says,
Pigmen, they're outside your windows.
Boring.
Steo, who says, TNT plus pig equals creeper, IRL 2. Captain Dynamic, who says,
"We really need a fire department in the Shaftlands."
Toasted Jelly, who says,
I reach $100 next time, I'll get Wes Wilson plushie, right?
Nosi, who says, sponsor number 3 for me. Thanks for making Sundays cool again. And Captain N, who says,
Become a mercenary or a merchant today. Guilds are now open.
Yeah, she.
Can't sleep, gotta build. There's a ground that needs to be drilled, and all I wanna do is dig.
From the Dead Workers Party, a podcast about all things Minecraft. Enjoy your stay in the Shaft.
The Shaft, episode 26, recorded on March 27th, 2011.
I'm Brent Copeland.
I am Wes Wilson.
And I'm Eric Fullerton. And this here is the Shaft.
And we'd like to welcome you to the Shaft.
This is actually the morning Shaft edition.
The morning Shaft.
Because this is probably the earliest we've ever done a show. This weekend is the weekend of Minecraft, and whereas we have a 2-hour slot here to fill, so this is going to be kind of a long episode. But we've talked about Weekend of Minecraft before. There's a pretty big lineup of people. In fact, there's there's only one more coming after us, and then the entire weekend is over. But it's been a long journey.
A long journey.
Oh, man.
So, here we go, and we're gonna do it. So let's do this.
Yay!
Yay for our journeys.
Yay.
All right. So we had a lot of stuff going on this week in our journeys. Wouldn't you say?
I would say, Eric.
I would say.
I want you to go first.
Yeah, see? Okay. I played a lot on the Minecraft server this weekend with lots of people. Met a lot of cool people, hung out with a lot of old people, a lot of young people. But I met Shroom Girl this weekend, and she's a ninja builder on the Minecraft server, which means she'll go around and build really amazing, cool stuff, and people won't ever really see her build this stuff. She'll just kind of jump on, secretly make a masterpiece, and then log off.
Nice.
So, but this weekend we caught her. We saw her in action, and she was making some incredible stuff. So far, she's made board games, Monopoly board. What was the other board?
Well, y'all had done like the Connect 4, right?
A Tetris screen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and me and Satori were like, okay, let's make something in this little area of board games, and we made a Connect 4. And if you remember the old game, I'm sure they probably still publish the game, but it's basically vertical checkers. If you don't know, it's a board anyway, and you slide in little red black tokens in the top. Well, the problem is there's the red and black wool, there's no physics involved in those, so there's no gravity, so you just kind of go up and create your token, and then it's the next person's turn. So me and Satori played a game of that, and she beat me. So we have a little scoreboard attached to it, so that people could just go up and play.
So how are you going to do the Monopoly one, right? Because you can't, 3 hours into the game, you can't smash all the pieces off the game board.
Sure you can. No,
well, I
don't know.
I guess then you grief it, right?
The only thing that the Monopoly board is missing, and it's very detailed. It has a stack of cards, it has dice, it has all the different squares. They all look good. The only thing it's missing is the game pieces, the thimble and the little
yeah.
car and stuff like
Well,
that.
because you're the game pieces, right? So you could change your avatars
I
into
suppose.
game piece.
Yeah. And there's a glass walkway around the whole thing, so you can kind of look down and see the entire, thing, the entire board. There's another board, but I'm forgetting what the other one is.
Well, and we were on there too, and it was amazing looking at all those boards. We're actually, was that the night we were hanging out in Skype too? No, that's a different night.
Yeah, it might have been a different night.
I was on there and we were talking about making like Break the Ice as like a spleef arena, but I don't remember if Don't Break the Ice and you try to break out the ice under the other person or something.
Yeah.
But then we had a tornado come, or sirens go off, so Eric and I had to jet.
Yeah, that's
Or at least I
creepy.
jetted.
We get a lot of tornadoes down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually was heading straight towards you and I's house
Yes, it was. And
for a little while. Like when you looked at like where the tornado was going,
Yeah.
it was heading towards my house and then towards Eric's house.
Yeah. I sent it from my house because it was kind of in that same line.
And
Thanks for
in
that.
honor
You're
of
welcome.
that, I built my third tower this week. I've been.
are you hijacking my week?
I am
Okay.
because I built a tornado.
Oh, nice.
But I'll wait.
Oh, it's relevant.
Yes, but you go ahead.
Well, I kind of hijacked your week too because I kind of did my
That's
week
good.
and yours. So
Well, we got like another hour and 50 minutes to fill, so this is fine. So also, Shrimp Girl made a really cool bridge, like it's not a drawbridge. What is it called? Like the
Suspension
a
bridge.
suspension bridge. There you go.
I had no
She
idea what he
built
was talking
One
about.
of those, and it leads up to this big McDonald's, which is really cool too, with a drive-through and everything. And anyway, she's really cool. Also, Astrogali was in there, and he built a big carousel with mine carts and pigs and cows and stuff, so you can go and ride nothing moves, of course, but it's a really cool carousel. And we're standing around just kind of watching, just looking and stuff. And then him and Ted Nader just start building a Ferris wheel. And then we all kind of felt useless, like, wow, he's building all this cool stuff. We should do something. So we just kind of start building this flower garden.
so with the flowers and the caterpillar.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Satori made this caterpillar that's coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. Me and Easy was there too. We start building this gigantic flower, and then right above it, Satori kind of she was up there building stuff. I didn't know what was going on, but she backs away, and there's this giant bumblebee, as if it's coming in, like getting its pollination on.
Oh,
That was pretty cool. That's what they do, right?
I've never heard it put quite that way.
Oh, okay.
Getting its pollination.
You should go watch Grease too.
Really?
Yeah.
Reproduction. And also, the Spawn is a cool new thing here. If you want a place to hang out that's not really associated with anybody's particular community, because a lot of Minecrafters have their own communities, and it makes sense. If you're a Co fan, you go to hang out in Co's community or Minecraft or anything like that. Well, the Spawn is kind of a cross community type place to just hang out. There's an IRC channel. In fact, if you go to thespawn.net, you will see this, and it's just a cool place for everybody to hang out. We just kind of idle in IRC, all day, all night.
Yeah.
So come hang out with us if you'd like to. And
And then we played some TF2.
yeah, we played some TF2. Yeah. We had this Friday Frag Fest that Avidia started, and we were playing Nexius. I think that's how you say it.
I didn't play that night. I played last night, I guess.
Oh, okay. And then I played some TF2. It was karaoke night on the Wacky Nunu server. So
What is Wacky Nunu, and how did this?
It's a server. It's a fun server that Karasan and Agent Slade and Cap Neon are running, and it's just fun.
Did you know that I like right after I got off with you, I went to check the CPU1 server and nobody was on it?
It's
Yeah.
ghost town.
Eric and I are actually talking about that. We may be pulling that one down because
Okay.
our sponsor was for the TF2 stuff, and
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad that they don't really get anything anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
So
at
we
least
might
we're not
have to-
using any of their CPU cycles.
Yeah. So if Team Fortress 2 folks still want a server, then we can work something out and get something up. I'm sure from people. But if no one's using it, I feel bad having Johnny do all that work on it and not have anybody use it. Right.
He could have been a contender.
But we'll talk to Johnny and see what he wants to do. But yeah, we played some TF2, and I thought it was funny because I was wrecking up the house, baby. And I didn't know if they knew we had, played TF2 for a long time. Did they know we did a TF2 podcast? And
I don't think so. It was just it was a weird merge of two worlds because I would log in and all these old school TF2ers would be jumping on and would be talking to me. Hey man, I hadn't seen you forever, and this and that and this and that and the chief and blah blah blah, and and all the Minecraft folks have no idea what they're talking about. So it's weird just merging the two.
Yeah.
But
well, that's what we're about, merging the TF2 and Minecraft worlds.
Yeah.
That's
Really? That's what we're about?
well, maybe not. We got 2 hours to fill. First hour, merge, go.
So here's this. That sound means that I'm done with my week. Wait, I just made that up.
Do we all have to come up with sounds? Let me see. I'll try to go, Wes.
Okay, so I have been doing some tower building. I had talked about building that sandstone tower on the temp map, and then you changed it to another map, so like it went away like one day after I started building it. So I decided to build a new one. And so I built a giant obsidian tower with fire going up the sides of it and lava pouring down the walls, and it's really cool.
Was this the tower that I messed up your area with?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
This is the temp map.
Yes.
Wait, is it 3 temps?
Well, there was
Don't get lost in
there
that.
was another
that quagmire.
Yeah.
Temp
We need to go
shitness.
deeper. That's basically.
Hey-oh.
So anyway, I looked at it, and after a little while, I'm like, this is really cool. It's kind of like a big fire. And I'm like, why don't I do elemental towers? So then I went over, because I was over next to some water, and I took some ice, and I built a giant ice tower. And it goes all the way. It's just basically a cylinder of ice that goes all the way to the bedrock.
So it's like an ice hole?
Yes, I built a giant ice hole.
Very cool.
And I made it go all the way to the top, and then I put glowstone rings around it. So
very nice.
It's a pretty sharp tower. I was very happy with it. So I was like, okay, I've got fire and water done, and now I went and I reserved my spaces for earth and air, and then I got one, and they're at the 4 cardinal points, and so I got one in the middle so I can build a generic temple of all elements kind of thing. And so then my next thing is I got this great idea. I was going to build a giant tornado for my air temple. I'm like, okay. And I had in my head this idea, and then when I actually started working on it, I was like, man, that is going to be way too hard. So I ended up making a giant tornado, and it looks pretty cool, but it's not quite what I really wanted to do.
So what do you make it out of?
Well, I made the giant tornado out of glass, and then I put glowstone rings on the inside of it.
Okay.
Not like arcs to make it look like the wind lines on a tornado.
Oh, okay.
And it's
you almost need like a custom texture or something,
Yeah.
I mean, I would have to see it, but it sounds like it'd be ugly.
Well,
no offense.
No. It's kind of cool because you really
Kinda cool.
You can't I made it. It's double layered of glass,
Okay.
so it's not just a single cone. It's got kind of this weird sort of blurriness to it.
So what level is this? Like a F5, F4?
This is this is an F5, and it's touching down, baby.
Nice.
And it's kind of cool too, because when you stand, like if I made it so that there's a doorway in the bottom. I mean, it's a tower, so if you go in the bottom, it's only like 3. It's got like a radius of 3, and then if you look up, you can see the glow. It goes up like a cone, and then you can see the glowstone, so it makes a glowstone circle above your head if you're standing right in the middle of it.
Maybe we should have like a cow spawner in there. That just kind of tosses them around.
I thought about that. I thought that might not be a bad idea, but I couldn't figure out how to make it work. Maybe I should put a cow spawner with a glass room somewhere in there, so there's just a cow sitting in the
So it's floating,
But I did think about spawning some cows on it. So
Speaking of spawning cows, you know, with the new bucket stuff, you can actually spawn mobs, riding mobs.
yeah.
So like we had like a cow riding a spider and stuff running around. It was pretty funny.
Nice.
Anyway, something to go
Fabulous.
try. So does that mean you're done with your?
Almost. So you're saying I am done?
Yeah.
Well, that's not
No, I'm just
fair.
kidding. Go on.
So now I've got to build my Earth Temple, and I've got these ideas for it. But you know how, like, when you start working on projects, your ideas always get bigger than your ability? You know?
Yeah.
You start getting
Usually.
more and more brave. You're like, I'm going to do this amazing thing. I'm going to do this. And right now, what I'm thinking of in my head, I don't have the time to do. So it might take me a little while to do my Earth Temple.
Yeah.
So, and then other than that, just been banning people on our server that break the rules.
Yeah, there's been a lot of banning going on.
There's been some fires started lately. It's always fun to just teleport over there and type /EX and put it all out.
Yeah. And, people are trying to get, like, unbanned and stuff, but I'm like, we don't have enough spaces on our server to, like, just worry about unbanning people. If you do stupid stuff to get banned, go give Mojang another $20 and get unbanned. That's your only way to get unbanned. I'm sorry.
Yeah, new account. That's true.
So, anyway.
So when you said sometimes when you try to make something that's a little bigger and more grandiose in your head than it really comes out to be. I did that this weekend on Minecraft. I started kind of making this Loch Ness monster that comes out of the ocean, and it was looking ugly, and I had to turn back about midway. I'm like, I don't know. So I just started removing. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't happen many times. Usually I'll see it through, but sometimes you have to just pull the plug on it,
Yeah. I do that sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
But you didn't pull the plug on your awesome tornado, though.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Although I do feel kind of weird because, like, I laid out my 4 temples and I was all ready to kind of have this little, and all of a sudden, F Tempest drove a track right through the middle of my land. And it was one of these things where I was like, "You kids, get off my lawn!" But
how rude. How rude.
I mean, I like the tracks. I
Yeah.
just didn't want them to come through my yard. So.
You have to call the zoning board or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I'm done with my week, Mr. Brent.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay, I'm done. Let's go.
All right.
Really?
I had interspersed my weekend with y'all, so I'm good.
Oh. Well, okay then. Let's do this.
From the Minecraft Daily, news and updates.
In the news this week.
So we got the schedule for the weekend of Minecraft in the news, but really it's like, one more thing? And then the podcast will air after it's over, so I don't know if we need that.
I don't think we need to cover that.
QTubers is after us from, in an hour and a half, and he'll be doing 2 hours. So be sure to stay and watch, because I know there's people in our chat right now that are upset that we're not actually playing Minecraft, that we're talking about it, but we figured y'all have been watching all week, so maybe we'd give you a little something different than what you've been seeing. So don't be too upset. If we have some time at the end, we may hop on some Minecraft and do something.
Yeah.
But we talk a lot, so we probably won't have time. But QTubers will give you your fix for the rest of the Minecraft weekend.
True. And
the Minecraft, the story of Mojang, they officially got all their funding, and they actually went over. They got $210,000 with 3,600 backers. So, and they got pictures of their stuff. I think those are fake pictures, but
so that's gonna be great. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
And so you can no longer get your creeper wind-up toys. Well, you probably can for maybe like $2,000 on eBay or something in a month. We didn't have an update this week. There wasn't really much news going on, but there was something that was kind of cool, this classroom experiment. You want to mention your thoughts on that, Wes?
Well, I just thought it was kind of cool. The idea of using Minecraft to do some coordinated stuff within the class, and this teacher is actually going to publish his, what he did, his curriculum that he ran for it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's going to be really cool. I know a lot of people, there's a lot of Let's Players, like, Paul Soares and Bitburner, who have really enjoyed playing with their kids, and Paul's even mentioned using it as an educational tool, for that kind. And I don't know, that fascinates me. I think that's great. Any tool you can use that will, give people that fun environment to learn something, I think that's really great. But this guy used Minecraft as a classroom exercise, yeah. And he. I just think that's great. He says he got some really good results out of it.
So do you think that will taint the childhood of today? Are people going to expect to have a classroom in Halo 3 or something like that, or
No.
Crisis 2?
No.
But there are some teachers doing some interesting stuff. It was last year. I think I read some article on a teacher who had changed his whole grading system to be experience, and people would actually level up, and so they had to get a certain level by the end of the grading period, or by the class end, to have an A or a B or a C, and so they would get points, experience points for answering questions in class and
cool.
and doing homework and doing extra credit stuff. And so it's like it changed how everybody participated, because it's like, ooh, I'm getting experience points for this, and not I'm gonna get this grade, I've got to do this well on a
I love that idea.
test. So the teacher said it was amazing how much more participation the kids were doing and how much better everybody's grades were and things like that. So I think we'll see a lot more stuff going along with gaming as we move forward in life. I mean, it just makes sense. This whole online world that we're living in, it's like, used to it was, you got to get out and talk to people and basically learn how to communicate and interact with people socially, right?
Yeah.
That's how you move forward in the world. But I see in the future, it's actually going to be more important to learn how to interact with people online. How to email people, how to post on forums, because everybody's going to be working from home, and they're not going to see each other socially.
Well, the other thing is you have a different, in school, you would have these big projects, and they would, you would do these coordinated building efforts with other people, and, to build like dioramas and stuff like that. And part of interacting with people, to complete these projects was part of the goal. Well, I think that's probably what's going on with this Minecraft experiment, is he's saying, okay, we need to design a project. We need to, decide who's going to do what things, bring what resources. Then we need to do a coordinated build. And I think that's going to be very active in a lot of classrooms, is using digital environments to do these things that used to have physical objects associated with them, because I think it'll prove that it'll prove to be much more economical and rational. You'll be able to do much more elaborate things digitally than you would physically. So.
Yeah.
Now, do we think we're going to see more like architecture classes throwing out CAD and using a Minecraft instead?
I think there might be something associated with that. Maybe not Minecraft, but
some experiments or something,
Yeah,
right? Build, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see an architecture class that had something to do with building into the environment, like using Minecraft, which has an artificially generated environment. And yeah, I mean, hey, go and design something that will fit into this environment using these tools. I think that's totally logical.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. I like the leveling aspect, though, like grinding in real life, and trying to spot the gold farmers and ban them and stuff.
Yes.
Wait, does that work in real life?
No.
Oh.
Yes. No.
But yeah, that's cool. Crazy stuff. Is that it for the news?
It is.
That's probably it for the news.
They had a zombie walk yesterday in Sydney, and there were some pictures of
Minecraft zombies?
Minecraft zombies in it.
Nice.
So
Awesome. I bet there was a few Plants vs. Zombies too.
I don't know if that's news, but hey,
Hey, why
cool
not?
stuff.
Well, this here is, I think, everybody's favorite, so we'll do it.
Excavation Station.
All right, here we go, where we propose new features for Minecraft.
I said we got a call in.
We does, and it goes a little something like this.
Hit it.
Hi, this is Mr. Amazing, and I have an idea for Excavation Station. I was thinking if Notch added like a calendar, but not like a regular calendar, just like the seasons. And if you put it like in your house, it would affect like a 100-block radius, and it would add seasons like winter, fall, summer, and spring. Because I missed the snow from Snow World back in Alpha. Yeah, that's my idea. Thanks. Poop box are awesome.
Poop ball truck.
He just
Poop
slides that in
blocks
there.
are awesome. I don't know.
Block radius?
I think you should probably take that out of the equation. Like, just let the seasons flow on the server, but your calendar lets you know when they are.
Oh, okay.
Like, so your calendar changes so you would
Well,
know,
but
but it doesn't actually affect
I don't know. I don't think the 100 block radius is a bad idea because I mean you might want, like, I might go and build in a sunny environment and not really want any.
Well, and if someone moves in next to you and puts a calendar on their wall and all suddenly affects your seasons.
Well, it's no worse than building a tower that blocks your view. You got to negotiate that stuff on SMP.
But it's a calendar. Like, how do you know? He hides it under a block and he's laughing at you.
Well, if your house gets snowed on and it's not, someone, well, that would be the funny part. You run around and put calendars in everybody's houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't really
Calendar
see it
griefing.
But what I'm saying is, okay, so the world has seasons, right?
Yeah.
If you're in a snowy biome and you don't want it to change, well, maybe you're in a biome that no matter what season it is, it doesn't change because it's a desert or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? So you could kind of be... I mean, the problem is knowing what it is,
Yeah.
So maybe we need a globe just so you can kind of see, okay, I'm in this hemisphere and this...
I think we're going too far with this.
Is there really going too far ever with us?
So Aaron wants an island block that allows you to spawn islands in the sea.
Islands in the sea.
I'm not really sure what this means. Does he want like something that you like hit and it's like bloop and it makes an island?
I
mean, it's
so.
like island in a box, like the town in a box from the Goblin starting zone.
I guess maybe because it's difficult to create islands in the water. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, what you got? I mean, you either drop sand down, and when it gets to the top, then you build off it.
But it's
That's
like
one way,
it's like
but-
playing God or something. Like why would
Yeah, it
a
seems like an
person have a
admin
control?
thing more than a.
I really don't find enough water anywhere that I could really build an island anyway. Like, I think we
Yeah.
need more oceans. Like, we
Yeah.
have lakes right now. We need oceans.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've got some pretty big water areas on this new map, but it's not,
Not water.
Islands in the stream.
So to me, this sounds like an admin tool, not a user tool, and there's already tools that you can use to do that.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
The one that comes to mind, I mean, you can use World Edit, but Voxel Sniper is also a big one
yeah.
for creating natural looking like islands and things like
So
that.
this is where we say Aaron.
Oh, that's not what we say at all.
Oh, okay.
God.
That's how we build camaraderie.
That's how we build a fan base.
No,
is we,
I
zoop
say
on
instead, we
everybody's
say, Aarin, great idea, but we hate it.
I think Wes hates it.
does.
I think there's something there. There's a nugget of brilliance.
Really? And that's why you said
Nugget of brilliance. Nugget of brilliance.
Brilliance nugget. All right, here's another call about achievements and stuff.
Hey guys, I'm Kalen from the UK, and I'd just like to include two things that I want to see in Minecraft. The first one is like where with the bow you could have flaming light arrows, which could also light up the area, because like all the times I need to light up a faraway area and you have to go down further and you end up getting mauled by a zombie or something like that in the process. It's really annoying. So if you could get like a ranged shooting torch would be just great. And and number two is like with the achievements that I heard Notch's like putting in, if like there could be some rewards, like you could get like mounts and stuff from like I don't know WoW or whatever, like that sort of thing, and you could get gold or diamonds or stuff like that, just rewards. So that'd just be great. So thanks for your time, guys, and enjoy your show. Love it. Thanks.
Maybe you could take this a little bit farther, maybe instead of an achievement giving you a reward, maybe you could have certain things on your server that will reward behaviors. Like, let's say you build a particular pattern of something, it'll instantly put, 1 diamond in your inventory. And so if you just sit there and do it over and over again, you can get some diamonds,
Well, doing it over and over is kind of weird.
So
I mean,
so
achievement should be done one time, right?
Yeah.
It should just be like, you've done great. Here you go, pat on the head. They give you a little prize.
Bing.
Yeah.
But yeah, grinding out achievements.
See, but I'm going back to our whole admins or gods thing, and I'm thinking if you build an altar, you got to go around and build altars all over the landscape, and the gods will reward you with diamonds.
Right.
It could work.
Yeah.
But The first thing he said, though, was a way to shoot a torch or some sort of projectile. But I think what he was getting at was the fact that you want to...
A flare or something.
Yeah, exactly, a flare. Some way to light up an area from a distance. Yeah.
Flaming arrow.
And throw it.
Flaming arrow would be good.
Yeah.
Maybe a flaming arrow that burns out. Like
Yeah.
so it would be like a throwable
It doesn't
torch.
catch fire. I mean, what if you shoot a tree with it or
No,
somebody? Or-
there's a whole nother
Or a
game.
rainbow made of wool.
Flares. I like flares. I mean, that's what they use in real climbing stuff, right? They have some little
Yeah.
lights or the glow sticks or whatever that they throw down.
They would give you something to make out of sulfur besides TNT.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So I got something from the
Ooh,
Weekend
the
of Minecraft.
glowstone dust.
Yeah.
Like that would be like making
Glowstone dust
with the
and
plastic.
sulfur.
If we can get the plastic stuff
And glass.
mix them together.
I don't
Not
know.
plastique.
Yeah.
Plastic.
Just mix it with glass or something.
Okay, glass. Whatever.
Yeah. I got a excavation station idea from the Weekend of Minecraft chat room. This is from Farf1. He says, I would like wind to exist. So if you're at the top of a mountain, a strong wind can come and make you slower, and it also can blow out your torches. And so he wants wind. We've talked about weather before, and there are some good weather ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wind is cool. You can make your tornado. Yeah. But, we don't have
that would be
cloths
cool.
and stuff. I
You
mean,
could direct the wind.
a wind would maybe a sailboat could take advantage of wind.
Hot air balloons.
Hot air balloon. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. I could see that.
Hang gliders.
Possibly.
Have
It
up
might
currents
get-
and down currents. Are we going too far again?
I think
Well, there's
so.
currents in water, so why couldn't there be currents in the air?
That's true.
Currents in the air. That is what we need.
All right.
2 hours. 2 hours.
Like we've never done 2 hours before.
Not on purpose.
Well, that's
this time
true.
we're doing it on purpose.
That's true.
Okay, what is the next one?
Nest the hero. Do you want to do it?
Nest the Hero says something for the modding community, a way to merge two maps. Example, Gargamel and Glacier. Oh, I've never tried Glacier. With a map that's already built on. Tough part being the smoothing out between the areas. Yeah.
I think this would be a great idea. Because, I mean, just think about, like, the two maps we have. We take the old one and the new one. You merge them together. And then you have this, like, everything there in one map.
And then I'd like some way to kind of trim off the spider legs, like a little,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
like a little crop tool,
And there used to be a Borderlands plugin or something where you could actually do that, set a radius around spawn, and no one could go past
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's being worked on or probably already out there, and we might need to do that. I don't know. So that's a cool one. Let's see. We have here another call.
All right.
Hello, with the Shaft podcast. This is Dan, and I have an idea for excavation station. Two new mineable materials: ruby, which would act similar to diamond, and silver, which would be similar to gold or iron. And what you could use these two materials for is to make redstone lasers. And you would use the ruby to make the ruby laser, and the laser would be able to pass through glass blocks and possibly water blocks. That's up to notch. And you'd be able to use the silver along with glass to make mirrors, which can reflect the laser in any way you want to point them. Possibly the mirrors could send the laser upward or downward, but I'm not sure how you would do that. I'll leave that for the programmers to figure out, but I think that would turn out pretty cool. You could make some cool tripwires, and you could even have the beams cross without Ghostbusters. You could have the beams cross without having a mix-up of signals, because lasers don't interact with each other. Wire does, so it'd be a good replacement for situations like that. And then we'd somehow have to make some kind of a laser receiver. I'm not sure what you'd make it out of, but anyway, I think that would be a pretty cool idea to add in Minecraft. And it may seem a bit futuristic or sci-fi, but I don't know. I mean, I think there should be more materials, and ruby would be a cool one, and lasers would be a very plausible use for it. All right. Anyway, thanks for having me on the show. And Brent, you did get my name right. It is DEA Boy. So that's like the first person who's ever gotten it right. Okay, thanks. Bye.
So instead of lasers,
No, see, I don't like any sentence that ever starts off with instead of lasers. Like, it can't be good.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. So you take the ruby, right, and you mount it inside of 8 blocks of gold, and you put that on a stick, okay?
Oh, okay.
And then instead of a laser, you get the Indiana Jones thing that showed you where the temple was, and you can use mirrors and bounce it around.
Wow.
So what do you think?
Very
There you go. So that way we lose the lasers, which everyone in the chat room seemed to hate the idea of futuristic stuff.
I just, when you start talking about blocks and here and there, it's like, oh, too much. Just let the programmers figure out how they want that. Just give me the idea. Lasers.
Yeah.
Bing.
Sharks.
Sharks with freaking lasers out there. Anyway.
Did you ever play the mod where the sharks have lasers in Minecraft?
No.
Did I dream
Sharks?
that?
I think
No,
you did.
you're thinking of the mod where you have a laser gun instead of a bow.
Oh, that's
You're
right.
shooting lasers around.
Oh, okay.
By the way,
we
we
don't
And then
have sharks.
WoW has sharks with freaking lasers, right?
That's right. There's
Oh,
a
okay.
quest, and man, it's the best quest in the world.
By the way, this is important in the chat room. Shay Dwight would like to point out that QTubers is not a podcaster or is not a person. It's a website. And Shay Dwight is going to be the person who is coming on next.
Yes.
So that's important.
That's very important.
All right.
But I still like the idea of having Indiana Jones stuff
All right.
with freaking laser beams.
I like it. Next up, Ragnar Harry Breek.
What?
That's his name.
Oh, it is. Do you want me to do this one?
Yeah.
He wants paintbrushes so that we could paint our buildings and instead of having to use flammable wool. And you could even have multiple sizes to paint larger areas. I think this is legitimate. I think that wool is inherently dangerous
Yes.
by its very nature. I'd see no reason you shouldn't be able to apply dye to stone.
Yeah, wool is super dangerous. I see it attacking sheep all the time.
It
So I
does.
go over and knock it off of them.
Yeah.
And it
Help
gives me-
him out.
Gives
Help
me
a brother.
menacing looks.
Yeah.
No, I think that dyes should be able to be used on other stuff.
Yeah. Beds.
Yes.
You know, it's like we got one color bed. That's it.
Yeah.
Beds, glass.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a big one that
tinted
gets
glass.
sent in a lot.
Yeah.
Tinted
Tinted
glass.
glass.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything, right? Armors.
Yeah. Armor is good. Staining wood.
Yeah.
Staining wood, yeah.
Yeah.
Wood stain.
Maybe you can't make the wood like red, but you can make it cherry. You know, like cherry.
Cherry
Or like they're
blossom.
saying, just, if you could make paint, you take your iron bucket and your dye and you mix them together and you make a paint bucket, and now you can go around and start using your paintbrush to paint stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
And then you don't have to actually like dye wood or dye this. You just paint it.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and
then,
dye
and then
torches.
we get graffiti, which would be great.
Yes.
Dye torches.
I
or
used to have a
fire
house and now it's pink. Minecraft
lighting.
chick has been here.
But colored lighting, you can dye a torch or glowstone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Get a little rave action going.
Okay, Nims NZ has an interesting idea. It's a screen block. You would give it a URL, and then it would display your either picture or your video in game. So a way to do, I guess, paintings or photos or videos in game.
Yeah, surveillance cameras. You can have like a little surveillance. Was it the Swan in the Swan station? Was that in
Yeah.
You could have all these monitors. You're just sitting around watching people all creepy style.
Well, but I think he's talking about out of game stuff.
Yeah, you put it in like you
A
could
URL.
put-
So if you had
Yeah.
like in search of diamonds, you could put that as a URL, and then someone comes and looks at the screen, and here they're seeing your
Yeah.
video.
Oh.
or Hulu. We could watch Hulu or Psych on Netflix.
Ooh, Netflix. A Netflix blog. That's what we need. Like, yeah, you guys are going a little too far.
Got another one from the chat room. It's Tumbabit says he has an idea, and it's not sharks with frickin' laser beams on the head. He says he wants a jumping block, and you make it from 9 slime balls, and then you could maybe jump 3 to 5 blocks high. Or maybe you just make it so that beds, when you stand on beds and jump, you bounce higher. Maybe beds are bouncy.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. So the other way is like a portable, like a pair of Nike Airs or something, you know, but
shoes.
Not so commercial.
Is it the shoes?
Yeah.
Nike is it the shoes?
It is the shoes.
Is it the shoes?
It's like hit the little pump button.
Sorry.
Oh, bouncies. I like bouncy time.
So
it was a dud.
Yeah, I know.
We have another call.
Hey Shaft, Tsunami here. My suggestion for the excavation station, gears have been suggested. If gears were put in, I would want worm gears and bevel gears. Just the ability to turn gears through 90 degrees to rotate the torque, I reckon would have so much potential. What do you guys think? Thanks, love the show.
Worm gears. Sounds gross. Well, no, those are just the kind of gears that can turn. The teeth are beveled, or the teeth, you know, so that they're not just 1-to-1 gears. They can go at an angle and stuff.
No, I agree,
and that's cool. Like, I mean, as long as we don't have to manage a bunch of weird circular type things that aren't blocks. I mean, you could easily just have a cube that has a texture of a little animated, you know, gear on each side, and then you just match them up. In fact, there's an iPhone game called Cogs. Actually, it's for Steam as well. It kind of uses that same theory. I think that'd be great. You know, give us more stuff that we can, you know, make moving parts and cool stuff happen.
Machines.
Yeah, machines.
I can see it now. The giant spider from Wild Wild West.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, like a smokestack. Like maybe gears only work 15 blocks before you have to have some sort of something, like a little generator, a little smokestack, you know, where smoke comes out and, you know.
And then we have to deal with pollution. Pollution, yeah.
Pollution? Yeah. Polluted biomes.
Yeah.
Move out, everybody. This one's polluted.
Then we can have garbage men.
Yeah, I love garbage men. They're cool. Thanks, Brent. That was a great idea.
You're welcome.
All right, here's another call.
Hey guys, V's here, and this is my idea for excavation station. So, on the old Minecraft website, Notch said that he wants to add new game modes, one of which was Capture the Flag. And this got me thinking about how that game mode would work in Minecraft. For example, maybe your team decides to dig a tunnel under the enemy's castle to get the flag, but then the enemy pours lava inside the tunnel, which makes it difficult, but also interesting. This also got me thinking about other things that could be put inside this game mode. For example, beacons. Any block in its area of effect will be harder to destroy. So this is my idea, and I want to know what you think about it, and maybe add your own ideas. Love the podcast, and been listening since the old Control Point days. Bye.
So we've talked about this before. We really like the idea of just a variety of tools in place so that people can design their own games.
Yeah, like a game designer's toolkit.
Right. Like we talked about some kind of a paintball tag kind of system, you know, maybe there's a physical, like a tag system, like somebody's with a giant arrow above their heads, you know, and that could work for you know, for Capture the Flag as well. You know, if a team could, you know, pass off who was it until they got back to their base or something like that.
Or maybe it's like you could hold a block, but someone could knock it out of your hands or something like that. And they could simulate having like flags, right?
Yeah.
So you could play like flag football or something, and you just, you know, run up and knock the ball or whatever off them.
You know, I kind of like the idea behind the Capture the Flag and Team Fortress 2 because when you have the briefcase, it leaves a trail of paper. So if they just turned a corner or something, you can see this little trail. Well, I mean, but if you're you could be like, you know, dropping poop blocks or something behind you, and you could just kind of follow this trail, you know? Maybe not poop blocks, but, you know, I kind of like the fact that you have a downside to being the, you know, capture or, you know, yeah. But I'd love that. I can't wait to see what he comes up with because, I mean, he said that, you know, is on his list of to-dos.
Maybe there's an object that you like a ball that you could make, and if you have it in do something like Ultimate Frisbee, like you can't move if you have the ball in your possession, but you can throw it to somebody else.
Oh, that's neat.
And then the goal is to intercept the ball.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So, but I do like the idea of the beacons. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But I think you could create a whole array of interesting little game mechanics that could then be pieced together by crowdsource into more interesting games. I mean, Spleef, you know, came into the game because the tools were there to do it, you know, and I think we don't even need to follow old game modes. I don't think we need to do Capture the Flag. There's another game for Minecraft out there if some tools just get thrown out.
Yeah.
So
Connect 4, man. Connect 4. Connect 4.
Connect 4. yeah. So let's see. Hus 81 wants seaweed underwater that would make you get stuck, but you could break it with like a punch. Kind of like that. Something that might stop you underwater just from swimming around, even though swimming seems to be a hazard in itself.
Yeah.
But once there's some kind of swimming tools, maybe that's something instead of just getting eaten by an underwater creeper or shark or whatever.
A little more of an obstacle. Yeah, I'm down with that.
And maybe when you break it off, you can use it for something.
Yeah.
Like miso soup or something.
Oh, yeah. Cook it up.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
And maybe seaweed attracts more squids. So if you plant it, squids would come and live around your little seaweed garden.
I think we should be able to cook squids, you know, like some calamari or something.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it would be delicious.
Yes. Very delicious.
So Ron 60 wants a bomb diffuser to stop TNT.
Who doesn't want this?
Yes.
Diffuser? Like a little robot that goes in?
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, really, as far as I know, like, let's say somebody came into your house and laid down a bunch of TNT. The only way for you to get rid of it, as far as I know, is to douse it in water, right?
Correct.
Unless you blow it, and then it destroys your whole house.
Right.
So I agree with this. A bomb diffuser. This is a logical thing. It's a type of block.
How about a mini game though? Not make it easy. You know, because if it's easy, you might as well just, you know, I don't know.
I kind of like that idea. So like
a little mini game, you know,
you have to craft a diffuser, and then when you come up and click it on the TNT, a little mini like click thing where you got to get the things in order.
Cut
or
the
something.
wire, something. I don't know, something that moves. There's plenty of those.
Because when people are trying to degrief their house, what they want is a mini game.
I think it'd be great. I think it'd be awesome. It's
now you need to be able to like do like every one that's attached though, right? Because you don't want to have to go like undo 80 of these things right separately, like son of a god.
Yeah, I don't know.
But if you did, you did one and whatever other ones were touching it, it
would
poofed those as well.
Yeah.
But then I think maybe what'd be good is if whoever laid them, it automatically puts it in on them, like just sticks it to their head, and it automatically starts going off. So they're like,
This is not. I don't like where this is going. I like the original idea of a diffuser.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's cool. All right, here is another call about hatches.
The birds?
Hello, Shasman. I've got a little excavation station idea. Hatchet. While doors are fun enough, they're hard to conceal. If you have some sort of bat cave thing going on, a hatch would be nice because, well, they're hard to see, obviously. And with that, a sort of lost server can be possible, eh? Now we just need some sort of smoke monster mob. Anyways, those were my ideas, and thanks for the show and having me on it.
How weird is being on it? We appreciate that.
The smoke monster.
A reference to Lost came up twice in the same 3 minutes?
Yeah.
This is weird.
That's
Hatches.
crazy.
So really, we're talking about horizontal doors?
But he's saying obfuscated horizontal doors, right? He says he wants something that's harder to see.
How about this? How about if you had a horizontal door that you could dye different colors? That way you could make it blend with grass. Just dye it green or blend it with beige or whatever, make it sand. You know. That way it would be the same color, but maybe not the same texture. That way you can still see it, but from afar, you know, just kind of wandering on by, you wouldn't notice it.
Or maybe
fall in.
Maybe you could stick a block to it.
To the top.
So like
of
when
it?
you opened it, it flipped up, but it kind of came up sideways, and then when you closed it, the block stayed to it. So then it always had whatever block you attached to it on top.
So what would that be useful for?
It'd be a door, but it'd be hidden because it would be whatever block you made
see.
it.
Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah. Wow, that'd be really obfuscated.
Yeah.
I think you should be able to make a fake tree. Like it should have a little button that you push on it, you know, and you can go down in the tree.
Like a platypus?
Like from the yes, like Perry, or like the Princess Bride, you know, when he goes down into the pit of despair.
Lovely.
Got something in my throat.
Lovely.
Yeah, no. So a bomb diffuser where you play a little mini game.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
moving right along.
Brent's stuck in a time warp.
Gaines has something here. In peaceful mode, you can't get string because there's no spiders to kill apparently. So you can't fish because you can't make a fishing pole. So he thinks you should be able to take wool and make string from it. And if you're worried about making bows too easy to get because of doing that, then why don't you make bows deteriorate like weapons do, or like anything, you know, that you use do. So you'd have to keep remaking bows over and over again. So they wear out.
How about a loom? A loom of some kind. And you could take the wool, turn it into string, turn it into clothes.
I don't get the clothes thing because we get that a lot. Like people are like, I want clothes. When you have it, it's your avatar. You just make it.
But you can't change it on the fly. Like and really, that would be kind of cool, is if you could have, you know, the ability to change your clothes.
Well, you know what? How about we give away one today?
Right now.
We'll insert it right here. More work for you, Eric.
What are we doing?
We're gonna insert our Cool Shoes iPad app giveaway.
Oh, I think they've expired. I tried to give them away this week, and everyone said that they've expired.
Well, I think that's because they used it after whoever used it.
Oh, okay.
Right? I mean, it's going to be expired for everybody else.
Yeah, but we'll put one in anyway, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, let us know if you get it. If it's expired, you know, sorry. But we'll put it here because you could use the Cool Shoes app to do it almost on the fly.
Yeah.
And make you a new avatar, and then you update your clothes.
And you can be anywhere. You could be on the toilet making a skin on your iPhone.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is the best place to be making skins.
I don't like where this is going.
You don't like where anything's going.
So Sorowitz wants toilets, sinks, and tubs for a bathroom.
Where he can make his
skins with Cool Shoes too.
Yeah.
So what do we do with toilets? I don't get it.
Poop blocks.
Okay.
Make the poop blocks.
Well,
I think it's for decoration. He wants to be able to make a bathroom, but like now to make a bathroom, it's basically like you put a block there for your toilet.
Put a hand block or something.
Or either you have to make it to this like horrendous scale where you've got to like make a ladder up into your tub.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like there's no way to make a bathroom look like a bathroom because you got all these tiny little things.
Yeah.
So I think he's, you know.
Well, not just said that he wants to get some furniture in there. I mean, obviously he's already done that with beds. That was, you know, the first one.
And I think you could do the whole toilet thing with simply an outhouse block. Like just basically a wooden block with a hole on the top. Like all it would take is making an oval hole on the top of a wooden block, and it would look kind of like an outhouse.
Yeah.
And cool. Brent's just staring at me. Like,
do you have to like clean out the poop blocks every once in a while? Or
I'm gonna say no. You don't eat anyway. It's mostly.
But we do eat. We got apples.
I've never eaten anything in this game.
Pork.
Oh yeah, I did eat some pork once.
But yeah, did we talk about did we talk about a janitor class at one point or something? You know, I mean,
I said garbage man earlier, and you looked at me like garbage man.
Yeah, there we go. You can empty out
That's a
the
stupid
toilet.
idea. Let's move on.
Well, to
I
be
think
fair,
it's
it
a
was
great-
really freaking stupid.
Oh, okay. At least we're being honest here. I love it when we're honest.
Thanks for backing
Makes
me up
me
on
feel
that
good
one.
about myself.
All right, we got another call here. This time about keys. Keys.
I like keys.
Hello, Shafters. I've got an excavation station idea. Keys. I know that there are mods out there that can lock down your stuff. Actual in-game keys can be fun too. For example, in PvP, someone can kill you and steal your key, or keys. Not sure how effective it will be for doors because, people have freaking pickaxes. But it would be sweet for chests where you store your diamonds, armor, poop blocks, the usual. So that's my idea, and thanks.
Is that really the mark we've left on the Minecraft community? Like 10 years from now, they go back. Yeah, the Shaft guys, poop blocks. Ha ha ha.
all
I mean,
we
is
ever
that what
thought
we've
about.
done?
Well, I mean, after Josh named his thing Poop Blocks, everybody thought it was our fault.
Yeah.
I think Poop Blocks were around before we mentioned them. I think just a lot of people associate with them because we can't seem
They
to go
kept
a
it-
single show without mentioning them.
Yeah, they kept it hush hush and we
Yeah.
just put it in everybody's face.
And
We're here to
also, I
put
guess
poop blocks in your face.
we said poop blocks, and Notch said "haha poop blocks."
That's true.
I think that pretty much set it off too there. So, okay, so the idea was
keys.
Keys. I like the idea of keys. But I don't know how to do that. Like a keychain, like in WoW or something. Like, do you have multiple keys for multiple doors? Do you have one key that unlocks all of your doors and all your chests?
I think if you would probably have to craft the door and the key simultaneously, so that way you
seems
have
like
a
too
pair.
much work. Like, and what happens when you have like 20 keys? Like, how are you going to tell the difference between, like, you're sitting there trying a key for each door?
I think that's up to the player to decide. How
Okay, I changed my mind. Keys, bad idea. I think you should just make it where anything you make that's a door or a chest you can unlock. Like, you're just the key.
Or what if it's a skeleton key? All doors that you
and
create.
it's more crap you gotta have.
Yeah.
Just you are the key. Your finger, even though your finger is more like this, it's more like a big ham fist.
Yeah.
But for some reason, you can stick your fist.
It's kind of a stump.
Are you talking about fisting on our family-friendly
You can stick
podcast?
your
Is that what
fist
you're doing?
into the door?
Why
and
would
then
you
open the door?
What?
I'm talking about. I'm saying you should be the key. I can't help it that you is your fist and. God, where's this going? That's not where it was supposed to go. Like, I'm being
this is
serious
supposed to
here.
be the morning shaft.
Have you been watching The Matrix?
Edition.
No.
You are the one.
I've never seen The Matrix.
You are the
ever.
key.
Next.
So, we're kind of having some ups and downs here. Keys, good idea. If you're the key, if you've got to hold on to like 40 keys,
I think you should be able to design. I think basically there should be like 400 key patterns. Okay.
What?
Listen
Stop
to me.
right
Listen
there.
to me. No.
Come on.
Listen. Basically, you put a code into your key. So I have key number 396, and everything I lock with it has because I don't think I know this sounds terrible, but why aren't you going to let me finish? I let you talk about your fisting.
It's painful.
But basically, so it is possible for you to pick somebody else's stuff, but you'd have to craft 200 something
combination.
keys to try to do it. I mean, there's a finite number of key patterns. You get my
Oh,
drift?
I see.
So
Okay.
you make a key and then you give it a number. This is number 265, and everything you lock with it is locked with 265. And if
Okay.
somebody else were to have key 265, they could unlock your stuff.
Okay.
All your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's how keys work. If they get your key, you
Yeah.
know. I mean, but you need to have an easy way to see what ID of key
Well,
you
plus
have.
it's not like it would be hard to catch the griefers /NZ. Oh, look, they have a whole inventory full of keys. This is someone out to steal things, right? And then let's suppose that someone walks around with 20 keys to try to pick chests with. They can't fit much in their inventory. Oh, look, maybe I can take one thing out of this chest. It works. It works.
I know.
I would like
No.
to see a mod happen and and see.
You made it dirty. I just want you to know, I'm getting like private messages now that are telling me to keep it PG-13 when I had no intention of going that route. That was not me. It was all him. Send Wes the PG-13 comments.
Brent's getting in trouble. All right, we got a new one here. We got another one from Family Toodle. Family Toodle. Family Toodle.
Family Toodle. Family Toodle. What are we doing here? This is like not going anywhere.
All right, here's the note. It says, I also have an idea for, okay, blah, blah, blah. My idea is painting. Painting. Maybe you could craft...
An accent.
I don't have an accent, really.
Maybe you could craft a painting easel.
What is that?
I don't know.
Painting easel?
It's a Minecraft accent. Like, it's not anything, but use paper as a canvas and craft a paintbrush. Then you can place the easel on the ground and put the canvas on the easel.
Is that like
and use the paintbrush on it to make your own in-game painting, which when finished, you could place on a wall in your house like normal paintings.
So is that a mixture of a Boston, a Scottish, and a Swedish accent?
It's everything. It's the new Minecraft accent. That's why there's no voices yet in Minecraft. But they're coming soon. Notch and I are working on this together.
Oh, good.
Intimately.
I'm glad you got somebody so talented to help you with this idea. So you have an easel, you can paint stuff. And an easel.
There you go.
And then you can show off your artwork in game.
And we had an idea similar in that we think maybe you could have a spray, like everybody could have a unique painting, just their own, that they can craft and give to other people.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
Yeah.
Or, you can grief everybody else's house with just putting your spray on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, photographs, we talk about that too. Walking around with a camera, you just take a picture and then becomes a painting that you can create or something like that. So, people just like to show off stuff in game. You want to be unique.
Yeah, because it'd be cool to where people have made the Shaft logo with the rainbows in the back. How cool would it be to be able to take a picture of that and now use it as a painting?
Yeah.
I think that's one thing I'd like to see is being able to actually choose your painting instead of having to put it up on the wall and break it down, put it up on the wall, break it down, put it up on the wall, break it down, and then finally get the one you want and then actually break it and go, and then start all over.
I don't mind that. It gives you something to do. It's not like there's a ton of stuff to do in Minecraft.
What are you talking about? Open world. There's millions, a jillions, a gazillions of things to do.
It's up to you, right, to come up with your own agenda. But I think that's just part of the charm is just, putting something up, destroy, and then finally you feel like you've accomplished something when you get the painting that you want.
Well, maybe we could make obsidian painting so it could take 30 seconds to take each one down.
Oh, God. Okay, now that would suck.
What? No, it gives you something to do.
Oh, I take it all back.
Okay.
All right. We got another one.
We do.
Sugar. You want to read this one? This one's in pink lettering. You want to read it?
It would be nice to have a computer block.
I can't do it. I sound just creepy when I'm doing it.
Yeah, I think it would be nice to have a computer block where people can send emails to each other and it could work like a sign.
Like a sign.
Lots of love.
A sign from the heavens.
I think this kind of goes in with the whole mailbox block. I think it's kind of
in-game mail.
Yeah,
a computer block though. If there's other things involved there, then you could maybe pull a browser up. But that's kind of gross, right? You're in the game browsing the net.
Yeah.
Walking to some dude's house, he's just sitting there looking at stuff that maybe you shouldn't be looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like email.
Yeah, mails are good. Computers bad.
He likes mails. What? What's fun?
Nothing.
So funny?
Nothing. I do. I like mails.
Yeah.
I like emails.
No, you don't. Do
I
you really?
do.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Emails are cool.
Emails are good.
Hey, speaking of paintings.
Do
you want to do our trivia question?
Yeah, so everybody I'm sure by now has gone to Twitter and signed up so you can do our contest. Now, what we're giving away, and this is Mickley is giving this away, so we're just saying if it doesn't ever come to your house, don't yell at us because we don't have these items. It's not coming from us. I believe these are actually coming from
Madagascar.
Madagascar.
Is that where it is? No, I don't know.
No, anyway,
ring-tailed lemurs. Sorry.
We should probably go through and give out some other stuff too. But I just want to. This is a 3X Minecraft shirts plus stickers from ThinkGeek. It's one prize.
Yes.
So I guess that's 3 shirts, not like 3XX. That's right. So it's 3X Minecraft shirts. I'm reading an email here. So what we're gonna need is your email address. Oh man,
how are you? Didn't you think about this before you started?
Yeah,
talking?
aren't we doing?
No, we got this.
Twitter?
They're going to Twitter right now. Go to Twitter right now. Get ready to put in your answer to this question we're about to ask. So you ready? You on Twitter? You on Twitter?
And make sure you do at the Shap Podcast so that we see it appear for us.
And it'll be the first person who answers this question correctly. Here it is. Most of the paintings in Minecraft are based on which artist?
Oh.
Somebody's got to know this.
Refresh Twitter. Refresh Twitter and do. La 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 la. We got 3 wrong answers so far. Keep going.
Whoa, we got some wrong answers already?
Yeah. Oh, we have a winner. Bing, 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 bing.
Not bad. 30 seconds.
Not too shabby.
Wow, there's someone who Toomba a bit was close, but was wrong on the first name. Man, I hope we don't have like a middle name here. We might have to do some checking on this. The answer was Christopher Zetterstrand.
Yes.
Is that with your accent?
And
yeah.
I bet the Minopedia just got hammered.
Minopedia, yeah.
No, we had a few people who had the correct answer, but the first one was Vizim VV.
Vizim VV.
I think it's just Zim. So we are going to follow you back. VV Zim. If you're following us, go ahead and follow us so we can follow you, and then we can direct message you from Twitter to get your email address. Why isn't this letting me follow you? There we go. Okay, I am now following you, so just direct message us your email address, and we will pass that off to Mickley, who will then give you your stuff. So congratulations.
Yay!
And there was rejoicing.
Okay, so with that out of the way, let's do something exciting. Sightings.
It's so beautiful. Oh my god. It's so intense.
All right, this week we have some intense things to talk about. This first thing is craziness. Thief Knight, who's been really busy drawing a lot of people in the Minecraft community, creating a lot of drawings, paintings. He does live streams so that you can just watch him paint you, and it's really cool. Anyway, he made this game. It's a Minecraft chick survival game, and it's pretty wild. It's called Minecraft Chick Survival Arena, and it is well, what is this style of game? It's a top down. You're shooting zombies that are coming at you. Your Minecraft chick, and
it's reminiscent if you played Mojang's other Java game, which was the
Left
Dead.
Left 4K Dead.
Left 4K Dead.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that. You're running around. You can do a little hand to hand, or you can shoot arrows at the things coming out.
Yeah,
and get a score, and
you get a score so you can get a high score.
Yeah, and brag to your friends.
Brag to all your friends, see? Yeah, that's so cool. Okay, so And of course, when you go there, you can see his drawing of Minecraft Chick right there in the front. But that will be in the show notes. And
this next one here is this was submitted to us by Dr. Cortex. It's a video of a mega dome over landscaped area. And it's pretty cool. It's basically he did, and I like it, the dome part, because it's not like, a lot of times you see people do a dome. It's basically they use like something to do a big circle, right, or big sphere. And this is definitely not that. It's like it's like something you would see like some ship out in the water, some big domed like thing, but underneath it's all cut out all the way down to the bottom of the ground, and it's like all these different landscapes underneath. But in the dome, it actually has a landscaped like area around the edges with a lake in the center that's separate from the bottom, so it's covered underneath with glass too. So you have this like domed area, like spaceship thingy on top of this hole, and it's really cool. It's rather long, so you might want to fast forward through and see all the things that they did in it. But
and you can download the file. Apparently, the base diameter of the dome is 161 meters and a height of 55. That's cool. I like when people put downloads on their creations.
Yeah, well, like the
Something
rave.
I should probably do. Yeah, I should
rave,
probably
right?
do that too, shouldn't I? Oh, this next one, Eye of the Creeper.
Down, down, down.
Eye of the Creeper.
Come on! Sorry.
Nice. Eye of the Creeper. Nice parody there. Very cool. Let's see.
These are the guys. This next one is Western Quesadilla. Quesadilla. If you're from the South, if you're anywhere else, it's quesadilla. This is from the Name I Wanted Was Taken.com guys, and they've done one in the past too. It's I haven't actually watched this yet. I need to watch it, I guess.
You do. It's actually it's machinima. It's done in game. All thanks to pressing F1 and having the names disappear this time. I still love that. And then the F8 with the smoothing. But it is a short machinima about the Western Quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
Sorry, I missed your note there. But oops. So
Monkey DKS. He built a way to keep people in a spleef arena with iron doors and a redstone system.
Yeah, this sounds kind of cool. So people talk. I think you were talking about it on the last episode, and this is what he mentioned, was it's hard to keep people from jumping out or jumping in or whatever. So basically, this is like has iron doors all around, so you stand on the outside, and when it's time to go, gives you a few seconds to run in, and then those iron doors close, so you can't get out.
I think that's sweet.
So maybe that's all part of the game mechanics that could be built in too, some sort of gate system, kind of like Greyhound racing or whatever.
That would be cool. You could have a race, and you could use lasers to tell who came in first.
Ooh,
lasers.
Nice. And a billboard that actually puts their names and some people to take your money for the bets.
Yeah.
Some real in currency that you can send to, sponsored.deadworks.com.
But, when you see this Spleef Arena, I mean, it looks really nice. There's a video of it in action as well. And it's such a huge monument. And you go inside. The Spleef Arena itself is actually really tiny, but there's a ton of seating area. I mean, it's a complex. It's like I guess the same could be said about maybe a hockey rink or something. The place is giant, but when it comes down to the actual, playing area, it's really not very big.
Right.
That's
and I think for Spleef, for the most part, you don't want it huge, right? Or it's like takes an hour for people to get done.
Right. But I like this design. I think it's a lot cooler than just having like just a floating rectangle where you display Spleef. Then it's kind of like it doesn't feel as sport like or something. So very cool, Monkey Minds. The Squire. And this
is a song. Minecraft Skeletons by Barbie Yarselik.
Bobby.
I was still doing the Minecraft accent there. Bobby Yarselik.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it.
Give me some propane.
Skeletons.
So it's a nice sounding song. So someone sent that in here. Sorry, not sure who. Maybe it was Bobby.
I like skeletons. And this one here, the World Limit. This one is interesting. This is a video called Minecraft World Limits, and it basically shows that when you go out about, what is it? He's saying 9,000 kilometers. The whole game kind of becomes unplayable. It's very skippy and really bizarre. He shows a lot of weird bugs that happen when you're way out there, and it's said that there are no limits in Minecraft. It's 10 times the surface of the earth and all this stuff, and you go in one direction forever. No, that's not true. This video shows the kind of weirdness that happens. It's like almost like you're getting closer to a black hole or something. Physics just start screwing up. You're like in the what is the triangle? Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Some weird stuff happens out there, and it's a pretty cool video. So
I get kicked.
You got kicked from what?
I was like, it can't be the most interesting section of the show for the people in the chat room because, they just see us talking about cool stuff. So I was going to start putting the links in the chat room so they could follow along.
You got kicked.
And immediately I got kicked. I guess it's an auto kick.
There was some discussion about who was going to win the Minecraft thong earlier.
Yeah.
So I started singing the thong song by...
Thong.
And I got kicked for saying thong.
Nice work. Nice work, gentlemen. Nice work.
Yes, good work. I should have been kicked. I should have known better. It was all my fault. I apologize. So that link is youtube.com/watch question. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. So the next one is from Braden, or sent in from Braden. I'm not sure if he did this or not. It's another Poop Blocks plug-in because we don't have enough of these. We need until it is written in the game. We need to show that.
This one's actually called Waste Product, version 0.1. This is for Bucket.
Yeah,
and it's you eat food and produce waste. And you
little dirt blocks, yeah,
yeah.
Start popping out dirt blocks out your shaft.
Here's the features: when a user eats food, dirt comes out the output. And then the next bullet is realistic digestive system. Very realistic, I would say.
Really?
Right? This is very realistic.
Well, he's talking about in the future what he's going to do, right?
No, the coming soon area. Oh God, I don't even want to read it.
I know. Diarrhea.
Yeah, random diarrhea where the user will. Why are we reading? I don't even know why.
I don't know why you're reading it.
Yeah, let's say. Yeah.
So yeah, this.
Hey, a new use for buckets.
So get your poop on and grab that add-on.
Gray poop on.
If you're into that sort of thing.
Wow.
And the last one here, this is cool. Lego meets Minecraft. This is actually a stop frame animation, first person Lego video, but done with a Minecraft theme. So it's it's really cool. It's really nice. He's building things. He's got a little pickaxe and stuff. It is a POV type thing. So you are Steve in this Lego world. And very well done. It's pretty short too.
And not to give anything away, but Dumbledore does kill Snape.
Nice. Do we say that every episode?
No, I'd change it around.
So yeah, very cool. It's got a creeper in there too. Does it? Wait, yeah, it does. All right, so that's it.
Well, yeah, we do need to probably go over all the sponsors for the weekend. I think we were supposed to do this. But first, let's start with our own. How about that? Is that wrong? Right. We'll start with Audible. Go to audibletrial.com/theshaft and get a free book, a free audio book, just for us and our listeners. So it's a big deal that they're doing that for us. And I know I've been a long time subscriber to the Audible folks, so I can definitely say it's something awesome to listen to when you're picking away at those blocks in Minecraft.
Yeah, something fun to listen to while you listen, and you can sign up there, get a 2-week trial, and get a free book on us.
I think it's
And a lot of cool stuff. I still am going through all of the Isaac Asimovs and the sci-fi stuff, which I really like. And some of the audio plays from the 1940s, the NBC radio, some really like kooky sound effects anyway, I love that kind of stuff. But that is at audibletrial.com/The Shaft.
And all this weekend, we've got a lot of great affiliates. Let's see here. We got Craft Hub, of course, the Mojang Community, Deadmau5, Fallen Evolution, Public Craft, Planet Minecraft, 64 Pixels, CubeTubers, Snowman Skin Storage, Vancraft. Dang, they got a lot of stuff here. Ego Edge Gamers, Minecraft the Server Review, the Minecraft Survival Guide. Go out and get you one of them. Snowbankanal. Wait, what's this? Snowbank NL. Minecrafter, Minecraft Workbench, and Bro Hoster and All Gamer. And of course, we also have to give out big props to servercraft.co. They do all the servers for the Shaftlands, and they have been a great. They've been helped us a great deal, and we know a lot of people who have actually gotten servers with them as well. And so far, I haven't heard any complaints. So. Yay for them. And this weekend, thanks for Mickley for putting that on, and all the people who have been streaming all weekend long. We hope y'all have been enjoying all of it. I know I have. Mm-hmm. I know Eric has. Wes hates you all, so definitely don't follow him on Twitter.
What?
I don't know. I don't get it either.
Spencer's the one full of hate and rage, not me.
That's true. So don't follow Wes.
Yes.
And,
wait.
So now we can move on to our next segment.
Resources.
That's right.
We have a lot of resources this week.
Yes, we have 3.
First off, this is a list of... That is a lot.
Yeah, we're actually talking about doing away with this segment because there's we've kind of gone through all the resources out there, and we don't get that many.
Merge this with sightings.
I don't know. Sure. I just found this really nice list, though. We were actually kind of considering doing a adventure map today, and or possibly in the future, just kind of doing some adventure map videos, maybe. I don't know, something like that. But I needed a good resource to find a bunch of adventure maps, and I found a really great list that is in the Minecraft forums by N2TZ, and he's listed a ton of these, and he keeps them updated all the time. In fact, he just added one, and there's screenshots, there's links to all the stuff, there's videos of people playing through them. Anyway, this is a great resource, and we'll probably be choosing something here maybe soon, hopefully.
I think that's the same list I was going through. I was playing one called Broville. Was that on that list? Did you see that?
Yeah, I think it is.
It was really kind of crazy because I don't know if... I guess, to me, I thought an adventure map would be more of hey, go do this, and this one seemed more like it was just... Hey, we've built all these buildings and stuff, and there's treasure chests with TNT and diamonds in them. Go have fun. Mm-hmm. And so it was running around and not really... I mean, they had a big minecart system taking you through all these different areas, but I didn't really get the adventure part.
Right. You need something to do. They need to give you some sort of guidance. Usually a text file or something, you go to an area and it says, refer to this text file, and you go and read it and stuff like that. Until we get the RPG module from Mojang tonight or tomorrow morning.
Yes. And I do want to say we got the email from the winner, so congrats again, and I am forwarding this on right now, and I'm copying you, so you will see all that stuff. So congrats.
So what is this mod? It's called MADS.
MADS is cool.
The Minecraft Advanced Destruction System. What is this?
Yeah. It's when you want a grief in style. No, I'm just kidding. It's all about destruction, but basically it's a it's a pack of mods. The first one is Grey Goo. And what Grey Goo is it eats a specific material. So if you drop some Grey Goo and say you want it to eat water, it'll multiply like amoebas, and it'll just eat the entire ocean. It'll keep going and traveling until it's gone.
Ooh.
It can strip away beaches from sand, but it's cool because you watch it happen.
Yeah,
and it's pretty amazing. Also, there's one called Gravi TNT. It's basically adding the element of gravity to TNT, so you can do some amazing things with it. Really, I can't really explain it. I'll drop this link and you can watch this video, or just do a search for Gravi TNT on YouTube. Also, there's directed TNT, so you can actually have it blow up and go in a direction. So, I mean, it's really bizarre stuff here. And the last one here is called Planet Cracker. And it's kind of like a strip miner. It's basically you can assign an area to drill and then give it a path. You say go this way and then go up and then go this way, and it draws this line in 3D. So you can walk around and inspect your excavation area and see where the drill is going to travel, and then you say go do it, and then it just chunk 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 chunk, and it just kind of goes and does. It's really weird stuff. So this is a very bizarre mod here, and there's more and more. There's a bunch more.
It sounds like fun, actually.
Yeah,
it makes you want to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely check this out. Crazy stuff.
And that's the MADS.
Yes,
Minecraft
MADS.
Advanced
Even an in-game
Destruction
cinematic system, a cinematic camera system. Even it doesn't have anything to do with the destruction, but it is in here, so you can program your camera angles and fly through. I'll probably be using that at one point. Very cool. And then the last thing we have here is another mod. This is a fireworks mod. It's actually a work in progress. It's not done yet or anything. He needs some input from people. But he's got some videos of this thing, and I've really been looking forward to fireworks in the game. Notch just said it's a good idea. He'd love to do it. Still hadn't done it yet, so someone else came in and did it. And looks cool. You're shooting fireworks out of a block. You go and hit the block, and pew,
I like it.
Fireworks come out, random colors, just looks pretty
Need to be
simple.
able to chain them all with redstone, so you hit a button and they do a fireworks show.
Yes, definitely. I think you may be able to do that. I don't know.
Sweet.
I haven't actually installed this mod, but yes, lots of crazy stuff. And we're gonna hurry this on because it looks like we have 20 minutes left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're almost done anyway, right? No, we got a lot of listener contributions. Oh, wait. We got a
Listener
bumper for this, right?
Contributions. Yes, we do. This is sent to us by Knuffle. And it's pretty awesome.
Listener contributions. Listener contributions. Listener contributions. Listener contributions. Listener contributions.
I'm impressed.
It's like so 80s, like the sampling.
Yeah, but it had kind of like a little two-step beat back there,
Yeah.
dubstep. I like that.
I like it a lot. All right, so we got lots of little calls and stuff, and people emailing us about weird things. And actually, let's just first start off this thing with a call about pork chops.
Pork chops.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Hi, this is Vince. Sorry. Listen to the Shaft. Love you guys. Thank you for putting that show together. I just had a quick question. When I started, I was a complete noob, and I thought, fire. I need to cook stuff, I need to melt stuff, and so I'm going to use fire or wood to be able to cook things or melt my metals down. But I didn't know that I could actually use a bucket of lava to fuel stuff. But that's not my question. My question is it good to use sticks to burn things? Because I've seen people do that. And what's the most efficient way to be able to cook my pork chops? And what do you prefer?
No, this is the one. I think Paul has a video on this, right?
Yeah, he cooked a lot of pork chops when he does his Man versus Minecraft.
And we actually did a test on this a week or two ago just to try it out and see what it was, and it was two sticks.
Yeah.
And we tried one stick, and it didn't do anything. I mean, it burnt the stick up, and then we tried throwing another stick in there, and it burnt the stick up. So apparently you have to put both sticks in at the same time for it to actually cook the pork chop.
Right. And it's
and by the way, you should get the center to about 165 degrees Fahrenheit to avoid disease.
Yeah, and apparently if you run around hitting sheep with a pork chop, it produces extra wool.
Sweet.
That's a fact.
in the chat room, Grimhound says most efficient charcoal. Charcoal will cook like 10 pork chops. I guess if you're just wanting to cook one pork chop, because if you put too much coal or any burning material in there, then it'll burn away and waste.
Yeah.
It'll waste a lot of energy because what you've cooked is done, and now you're just
And
wasting
sticks
heat.
are pretty cheap. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess at some point you have so much dang coal it doesn't really matter, but
Right.
I don't know. Sticks, it's renewable resource, so it's like you never run out.
Right. So that's that. And here's a nice little email that maybe Wes will read to us.
I will be happy to read it to
for
you.
bedtime.
My dearest The Shaft, I have recently been promoted to mod on the server that I play on, and I'm afraid the power has gone to my head. On a non-whitelist server with build rights for everyone and their mother, griefing is a constant threat. And with my new mod abilities, I have become a predator, and griefers are my prey. But alas, ban just doesn't do it for me anymore. I need more. How do you recommend torturing griefers and modders before giving them the boot? At the moment, I'm entertaining myself by teleporting an especially heinous griefer to the top of the sky and letting him fall to his doom again and again and again. I'm contemplating building an obstacle course where my pet must attempt to earn his freedom. These are not bad ideas.
Yeah, no, I like that. Kind of like Running Man or something, and make a big, huge maze out of adminium that they've got to go through.
Or another thing is, if you have the cuboid plugin done, what you should do is make a large, like a large area, protect it with like a lot of buildings and stuff like that. That would be good griefer bait, and then like cuboid it all to protect it, and then like.
That's the only
make
area
it that
they
his
can go in.
yeah, that's his home. Yeah, maybe you could even encase the whole thing in like in adminium or something.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't have much tolerance for anything other. Every second a griefer is on my server is bad. So I prefer to ban.
You want to get them off.
Yeah, I'm just like /ban.
Or else they'll be like, "Oh, this is kind of a fun game. I griefed them, but now they have me, walking around this fun maze, and it's great."
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just have to remember that Eric just wants to get them off.
Yeah. Or you could. I mean, there's jail, right? There's also jail with the
/jail.
You can jail people.
You can make a
what
jail.
is that?
Well, you can make a jail, and then if you need to like throw someone in the jail, you do /jail, and it puts them in there.
Oh.
So then you make the jail like Wesley was saying, and then you can just jail them.
What is that? What is that add-on that's doing that?
It's just part of Bucket.
Oh, okay.
And then, but I think it would be funny, like you know how they in Escape from LA they put all the criminals on, or the Escape from New York they put all the criminals on the same island.
Oh, right.
Ooh,
make a nice
put them out
little area.
9,000 out, so like they're on this crappy area where they're just like all stuttering and just
or put them in the Nether with no way back.
Or maybe with like resetting TNT, like where they're just, it looks like the Nether, but it's all TNT. So no matter what they hit, it just blows up everything.
Oh,
and then
nice.
resets.
Oh, that would be sweet. I like where we're going with this. This is a lot of hate we're spewing.
Well, here we go. Let's see the next one here. Hi, Shaftians. When Torque and I, Mr. Masty, were on MP server, we discovered that when gravel touches water, it becomes clay. Clay is often hard to find, so this is a nice tip. I agree. And Eric, you tried this out, and it what'd you find?
It only works on SMP.
So no single player tip here.
No
This is all SMP.
Yeah. I tried it out, and I didn't know about that tip, but that's a cool way to farm it, on a multiplayer server.
I didn't really know that either. Because I come across gravel beaches all the time.
All you do is you just pour water, a water bucket. Just put one on there, and it'll transform the whole area, whatever it touches.
I guess I wonder if you could put the 404 challenge on multiplayer and then turn it all to clay.
I guess you could. That'd be a clay sinkhole. I guess it wouldn't sink though,
Be
would
a
it?
304.
I like how they finished their letter though. They go, "We both love your show, so keep it up." Boom.
Nice. And another tip here. Hi, it's Jimmy the Movie Cow here with a tip. A lot of people think that the ideal tool for breaking leaves is an axe, when in reality it is a sword. Swords break through leaves faster and degrade at a normal rate. Using an axe will degrade your axe twice as fast.
Really?
Boom.
Did not know that.
See, we need hedge clippers.
Redstone.
Yeah.
And then maybe you could save it and make your hedges. Trim your hedges.
Hedges.
And that was from Jimmy the Cow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very
Interrupting
cool.
Cal.
Well, once again, we have wasted 2 hours of your lives with an amazing show.
Yes, we have. Oh, sorry.
So definitely stay tuned because next in about 10 minutes you have Shay from QTubers coming up, and so you'll get back to Minecrafting and not listen to a bunch of guys talk about the games. We do want to mention that we do have some great guests coming up in the future. We got EZ coming up possibly next weekend. We're still working that out.
Woohoo!
We've got some guys from Machinima Realms coming up in April 9th, April 16th, Welsh Pixie, April 22nd, I Am Sucks, and May 6th, Husky Mudkips. And some of those dates...
I like Mudkips.
That's good. And some of those dates are will be different, like Fridays and Sundays and Saturdays, and eventually we're trying to push towards going to Friday nights at like 10 o'clock Central. So it'll be a later show, but it'll be party time, right?
Yeah.
Add a new feel to the show, I think. So
I'll bring wine.
Sweet. You always bring wine. And scene. We got any housekeeping?
If we want to talk about beta 1.6 that got leaked to us.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but I don't think
we'll talk about that next weekend. So come back for that.
Yeah, okay.
Follow us on Twitter. We can do a 10 minutes of just giving out our info. Follow us on Twitter. That's Twitter, Brent Copeland, at Brent Copeland, at The Shaft Podcast, at Wes Wilson, and at Nailhead.
Yes.
Oh, you always confuse me with that.
I go back and forth.
And then also we got Spencer, who's kind of on the sidelines. He's Devil Turnip.
Yeah.
And you should go watch the Daily Spencer.
And if you don't know, we do this show. It's an audio show that comes out on iTunes or any other feed that you can get off our website, which is the Shaft Podcast. But if you want to see the video show that Eric goes and makes awesome afterwards, that's usually released on like a Tuesday-ish.
Because it's not awesome before he gets his hands on it.
Right. He's going to do some editing.
Afterwards.
He pulls Wes out digitally and puts in someone else. And he just completely chops me off. And apparently they don't need me at all.
Yeah.
But that's on our YouTube channel. So that's just youtube.com/Dead Workers Party.
Yes.
Or you can go to youtube.deadworkers.com and that should take you there as well. Always, we appreciate our sponsors. Those are the business sponsors. And we've got a lot of fans that sponsor the show. You heard them at the beginning. Thank you guys so much.
And if you want to sponsor a show, there is a link on the page at theshaftpodcast.com.
We've got a video coming soon, guys.
Yeah, crazy.
Very stoked about it. Minecraft chick came down here and was in it. It's
absolutely nuts.
That's music video. It's all original music. And all
I'm still working on this
stuff.
Minecraft rave video too, this next one.
So that'll be sweet.
And then you should all go watch In Search of Diamonds again.
Okay, we only filled up 2 minutes there.
Do we need any more minutes? We need some more minutes.
I don't know, but I drank too much Coke and I need to go pee.
I got to make some poop blocks.
Yikes.
That really was too much.
And scene.
Congratulations, you made it through The Shaft alive. See show notes and leave comments for this episode at theshaft.deadworkers.com. Send questions, comments, and audio to theshaft@deadworkers.com or leave us a voicemail at 256-812-1010.
Oh yeah, I came up with this great idea. It came to me in a dream. So anyways, starts out like this.
Dead Workers Party Network. Nothing comes between me and the Shaft.